even better than glasses, like I discussed before, maybe what would be better would be having complete visor on a helmet, because that visor and helmet could be built in with also not only that, but also will give you a greater field of view without not having to conform to your face as much and with the texture, but beyond giving you a greater field of view in a nice positive way, is that it could serve as protection from flying stuff from impact, and beyond protection from flying stuff with impact, it can serve as a partial face mask for disease, to control the spread of disease. And every little bit, pre-pandemic or pre-big exposure, can really help slow down the spread of disease and gives them more time to develop anything to combat it or let it die out, or it just dies out. Now, it's not a perfect idea by any means. It's not beyond not just being a perfect idea. It's not perfect, but I mean, I always say that, but it also would promote maybe more people wearing safety gear, because it'll be safer in other ways. Then we can build it in with built-in sound protection, and you can make sound protection passively with a bunch of different ways, which I'll discuss later, that the sound only really dims sounds above a certain loudness. And a lot of people are exposed to on a daily basis to sounds that do cause ear damage, so this will be helpful. And you can make these helmets customizable so they could help people with different mounts. So a person that already is hard of hearing doesn't get as much sound protection in some ways because they don't need it. And you could even tune the dampening and sound effects by having stuff that screws on it that kind of makes it, compresses or decompresses it in certain ways so it becomes more squishy to sound and more like a soft pedal, or harder and just lets sound through, or other ways. Another thing you could potentially do with this whole system that I thought of is that you could also put in, maybe with a 3D, with a way of described before, with the 3D printing for masks, if you may stop be able to make an actual mask, but that's harder because of the fine details you have to do, and you might need to weigh stuff with support, so I don't know if that's as much. Now, 3D printing each individual mask is expensive, and it would cause a lot more comfort, but it wouldn't be expensive per mask, but it might be something to encourage people to reuse a mask. Not mask, the face sealed visor thing. And if we normalize it at work, this stuff, we maybe normalize it in a pandemic or pre-pandemic, or people using it outside for safety at home, which would all be a very good thing. And having the sides block off people's faces so you don't see the sides of people's faces more would mean that people maybe are less judgmental about how people look, but also might mean that it's less sensory overwhelming for a lot of autistic people, and more people that have to get overwhelmed by seeing a lot of faces and stuff like that, or direct contact. All these little things to think about. Please like and subscribe my channel. It really helps the channel out. Also share it with your friends. I'm trying to reach 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers in a year, which is really hard. With your help, I think you can do it. And also, as always, if you have any ideas for future videos, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Again, thank you very much. Goodbye.